Hey everyone. Okay, this is number 3 on the video of the flooded house. We spent a lot of extra time making sure we used the vacuums and all the standing waters. We took this apart. We used our shop vacs to get the water up. This is still wet under here. You see the stain. So we're going to have to pull the shower units after all. We was hoping we didn't have to. But the plywood seems to be holding its own. We're probably going to have it sanded. The edges here at the seam are curling a little bit, but we saved it. So this was going to be a huge expense. Okay, coming around. This is that first bedroom that you saw in the first video. It's almost dried out completely. Here's another look. The line blew here and actually blew through the drywall into that room. Probably took 30 seconds for that to happen. I'll show you here. Right there is where it came through. And then backing up again. Now this is all wet. You can still see it's wet here. So we're going to pull that shower unit as well. In here, you remember the water was flowing down here. That is now testing dry. So this is fantastic news. Again, the edges are curling a little bit, no big deal. All right, here we go downstairs. It doesn't feel like a sauna in here anymore either. Okay, now we're back to the main areas downstairs. If you remember in the first video and the second video, this was standing water. Same procedure. We used shop vacs and just went crazy on getting the water up to try to save the plywood floor, and it's looking really good. Okay, there's the kitchen. We had to tear everything out. We got to take that insulation out. It's still damp, but this wall and that corner were the worst, followed by this as far as water. You see here, there's just a little bit of stain left here. That's drying. So everything's starting to dry up, ready for reassembly. Back, another look into here. We still have to take off a little more drywall where the tape is pulled. We're going to take this unit, it's full of water, won't work. Again, the insulation has to come out, and you can see that's all wet right there. So all that's got to come out. This is still testing wet, but it's drying out nicely. Then we come back here. Now this, we're probably going to have to replace the whole subfloor. We've opened this up. If you look right here, this is all wet. As a matter of fact, there's a little spot of mold beginning to grow right there. So we've got to take this floor up. It is cupped, not bad, but it is cupped. So we're going to have to take it up. And if it is particle board, is what we're 99% sure it is, it's going to have to be removed. Now, let's go back in here. Same thing. This was wet here. This is testing dry. So what we have formulated is the water came through here, down this wall, soaked all of this floor, and then went through. Now this is the other side where I just showed you where we're getting ready to tear up the floor. So that is wet. So the water pooled here and went straight underneath that floor where the bicycles are, where I just showed you. That is wet, and that's where we have particle board instead of plywood, and that's a guarantee it won't be good. Okay, again, final looks. Remember, the next time you see it, this insulation will be gone. This floor will need to come out. This is where I was just pointing to. Right there is where the water came through that bathroom. There's the rest of your looks, and everyone take care, and we'll see you on the next one.